So good evening to all. Hope you're doing great. So in this video, we'll be discussing about Suzlon Energy share. So many people have requested to make a separate technical analysis video on Suzlon. So we know recently the company has posted the quarter numbers and there is little bit of confusion related to financials, whether we can buy, hold, so what can be done. So today we'll discuss each and everything in detail. So make sure you're watching the video till the end. And if you're new to the channel, then definitely subscribe the channel and also press the bell icon to get instantly notified, and do join the Telegram group, because in Telegram we'll discuss all the instant updates followed by technical charts so that beginners will understand. So I'll provide link in the comment section. Okay, so if we start our discussion about Suzlon Energy, so first we'll discuss the basic fundamental details like what actually the company does. I know we discussed about this particular stock earlier as well. So for beginners point of view, so just to discuss the basic fundamentals like what actually the company does, you can see it is involved in a manufacturing of wind turbine generators. And coming to the most important thing, the market cap. So you can see market cap is around 6,320 crores. So you can imagine it's not at all a micro cap company or a small cap company. It has very good market cap and current price is only just 7.10. So why? Because already we know promoter holding in this particular stock was not steady, so fluctuations were present. And the same way the financials, we know the company has reported loss in the previous quarters also, but significantly in this particular quarter we have seen a reduction in loss. So ultimately the company has reported loss itself, but the loss percentage, or we can say amount, has been reduced. So that is one important thing. And book value and return on capital employed, you can see they are very less, and book value is completely in negative region. All right, and coming to what are the major pros and cons, you can see company has reduced little bit of debt and good quarter results. So that is what we have seen in the recent results as well. So what are the negatives? So first negative is pledging. Second negative is promoter holding. So as I told, promoter holding is very less and it is around 16.4%. And in the last, we can say, years as well, recently the promoter has also slightly reduced his stake as well. Okay, so these are the basic pros and cons and what actually the company does. So now let's go to the financial section. So there we'll see the numbers and then we'll go to charts. Okay, so now discussing about the financials. So first moving towards operating profit. So we can see operating profit had stood around 233, and if you compare with its previous quarter, you can see a very good increment is present. And profit before tax, it's still in negative. So previous quarter of June we have seen little positive number, but again it has turned into negative side. And coming to net profit, okay, as I told, there is no profit currently, it is in a loss. But as I told, the loss reduction has been seen in it, and you can see in the previous quarter we have seen minus 22 crores, and now you can see it has been come down to minus 11. So still, if we see the financial point of view, the company needs to improve a little bit. So it is taking it slow and steady manner, but I thought many people are invested in it, so I should discuss the complete actual point of view of the financials and fundamentals. So this is the basic financial result that the company has posted. Okay, and as I told, the promoter holding has significantly reduced quarter on quarter basis. And you can see first March 2021 it was around 17.17%. Again it has come down to 16.52, and in this quarter you can see it's come to 16.41. So little bit of small increment wise, we can say decrement is present. And FIIs and DIs holding is increasing a little bit, but that's also, you need to see that consistency is present. So that is, consistency is lacking again in this particular stock. So these are the basic things financials wise. So now let's go to technical charts. So there, both on weekly chart and daily chart, we'll try to see what are the next possible levels. Okay, So moving towards the technical section, so about Suzlon, when we discussed earlier, when it was around 3 to 4 rupees level, so clearly I told it is a swing trading stock. That is, you need to buy at the low levels and sell again at the high. So if you keep holding with heavy quantities, so ultimately it is a little bit of risk in these type of stocks. So definitely you should not allocate much amount. So just if you're invested in it, and if you're doing any swing trade, catch the low, again exit at the high. So that is what is observed in it. In weekly chart itself, you can see how many swings are present for it. All right, so consistency is lacking both in technicals and fundamentals wise. And if you see the moving averages, so almost they are converging, and which indicates that some big momentum may be seen in it, either any direction. But since it is looking little bit of positive in terms of technical point of view, and you can say 50-day exponential moving average is slightly below the 200-day moving average, so which is a bullish indication. And if that crossover happens, we tell a golden crossover. So when that happens, we know little bit of positive upside momentum would be observed. And another thing is, it is almost near its 200-day exponential moving average, which is around 7.41. So closing above it would definitely make the stock look bullish, because earlier also the similar pattern was observed in it. So when it went above 200-day, we have seen some quick movement. Again, as usual, retracement was present, that is operator game. So you need to take the opportunity, like I want to do swing and take the low and again exit at the high. So that should be your strategy. And if you are a long type of investor, so then just put small portion and leave it. So don't try to average or again invest in heavy quantities. So just a significant small portion and leave it. So that amount should not be a big deal for you. Even if you lose that money, should not think that I have lost a major portion. So just a small quantity and leave it for long term. So that is for long term perspective. And second one is related to swing point of view. And money flow index, you can see that is near 64. So it is in very good range, neither in highly overbought, in the same way not even in oversold. Okay, so next moving towards the daily chart. So in daily chart, we can see a positive intent is present in the stock, because closing above 50-day exponential moving average and price action seems very attractive, and it is showing a good sign that it may go in the upside direction in the coming sessions, because that is price action thing. And near term targets, we can expect first one is 8 rupees, and if it crosses 8, then you can expect 9. So these two levels you can either book short term profits, and if you're a long term investor, you can keep holding it. All right, so swing trading point of view, first would be 8 and second would be 9. Keeping the stop loss around 6.87. So because there we have the 50-day exponential moving average. All right, so if you're interested, only take it. So this is not at all a recommendation. So just as many people have requested to discuss about Suzlon, we are discussing the technical point followed by fundamental point as well. Okay, and money flow index is near 56 in daily chart, so that is also in mid range. So these are the basic details of Suzlon. So if you like the video, do like it, and further any queries you can ask in the comment section, and also you can connect with me in Instagram. Instagram ID is Stocks Diary YT. So until then, stay safe, take care, bye bye.